Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Back to Land of Fire as we start round two. Oh, I see more Marceau, Zath.
Uh-huh. And a Kleber. There's a Kleber.
We do see a Kleber. All right, talk to me.
All right.
Talk to me about the. If I can find it on the screen, here we go. Talk to me about the PN lineup.
Well, PN's bringing Montana, and we've got Occidental and the Shiki again. We got Des Moines and two Moskvas, Nevsky, Daring, and a double Marceau. So in other words, a very similar setup to what we saw last game.
PN just played this map from this spawn. AR brings Ohio Yamato Minotaur. Haven't seen one of those yet, I don't think. Actually,
Nope.
we might have seen one on day one. Go ahead.
And we also haven't seen an Ohio yet today.
We haven't seen one today. We saw a lot of them on day one, but this is our first Ohio here on day two. Minotaur,
Yep.
Moskva, Nevsky, Stalingrad. Nice cruiser mix. I'm betting that's a radar Minotaur. We'll find out. Gearing, Kleber, and Shimakaze. Both teams opting for 3 destroyers. Let's have a check and see how they're kind of splitting them up. PN sticking with that Daring Marceau tag team, going to B. What we saw them do last game, it worked very well for them. They were able to grab B, then rotate the Marceau to C. Now, it looks like the Kleber on Amatrositas is going to go right to C, pick that up, and probably steam. I'm guessing he probably steams all the way over the 10 line.
I mean, it makes sense to send the Kleber on one of the off caps, and it makes sense to send him there to get there as quickly as possible. He does have that escape route through the island at F8-9 to get out, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him grab and then just run away.
Now, what's going to feel really bad for Guerrero Jota's Guerrero. I'm gonna
Guerrero
Deja, something like that.
Guerrero Deja.
We'll just call him Guerrero.
Is
What's going to feel bad for Guerrero's gearing here is that he is alone. Whereas before, when No Cap spawned here, they put a Stalingrad right here on this little island just to the south to give this capping, this kind of contesting destroyer some backup. But Guerrero doesn't have this problem. So if he's not, he has the potential, depending on his detection, because if he's unique gearing, he'll outspot both enemy ships. But he does have the potential to kind of get hung out to dry here with no support.
Mm-hmm.
Conga line torps coming from Tilo. I'm assuming that Tilo is RPF.
Yeah, you would expect him to have radio location.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's just making a guess and an expectation that you're going to see, him on that part of the island.
Guerrero probably just catches a glimpse of him. Tilo does smoke up there.
Mm-hmm.
They're fishing for Guerrero with the Moskva radar, but they don't get him or the Kleber. Actually, here comes elusive Payfast radar is going to drive Guerrero off the cap.
Yep. But not before a little bit of chip damage is going to come in. As a way of saying thank you for playing this battle.
That's right. As a way of saying thanks for appearing. Your appearance at this cap has been noted. Thank you. Here, have some shells.
Mm-hmm.
Guerrero losing about 25% of his health, not getting anything back. That's a bad exchange for AR here early. They do at least stop the Marceau from quick capping A. Gran Eureka's Shimakaze does manage to do that, and of course the Kleber does his thing over at C. Bags that cap. Both teams ticking up a cap here. 3.5 minutes gone.
Yep. In the meantime, exactly what we were talking about happening is happening now over at CCAP. You can see that PN is ready to go. We've got Cross Hero going with the Des Moines off to the 10 line.
They look ready to receive, Zath.
Oh yeah, exactly. They're ready to force the play when it comes time, and we saw last time they are very patient.
We are programmed to receive. Question is, can they check out anytime they like? Now, Guerrero, to his credit, is kind of looping the bottom end of B, realizing that eventually he's going to get on this cap, and the daring Tilo does seem to be backing off to the north. The Marceau has, of course, rotated. They don't know that yet, but as soon as they figure it out, Guerrero is going to be in a position where he'll be able to kind of do something and decide and maybe make a play for B. The Moskva is still there, though. However, if Guerrero relocates to the opposite side of the cap, he might be able to find just a smidgen of cover over here where the Moskva wouldn't have easy shots.
He's going to have to play that extremely carefully, though.
I think one of the reasons PN keeps picking the north spawn on this map, Zath, is that arguably the north spawn has the easier defensive position for the middle cap.
Go look at A. Look at A. Look at A. Sorry to cut you off. Look at A.
You're fine.
Ledger's going to take a torp right here.
Oh, he's going to take a Shimakaze torp too. That's going to hurt. He doesn't reverse quickly. He's going to take another.
But you're right. The north part of Land of Fire is definitely the better side.
Well, it's better for defending B. If you can quick cap B, that cruiser position allows you to hold it a little easier. But now AR, you see now Guerrero's going to have some support as the Kleber makes revolutions in this direction.
Yep.
Now, can they see the Marceau? Yeah, the Minotaur must have his Hydro up or something. Yep, I can see the pulse now.
Yeah. Yep, I can see it too.
I love that effect. I'm so glad they added that in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we had one for friggin' radar. Why didn't we have one for Hydro? Well, now we do. Thank goodness.
Now, Speed 3 is already at half health in the Nevsky. Ledger is already at half health in the Marceau, so A side not looking as strong, but Rainmaker in the Ohio is at half health.
I wonder, they've just been farming him mercilessly.
Well, there's not much else for them to shoot at, and the Shikishima's right there, too.
Well, and you know who else has been shooting at him, I think? A little bit. Oh, goodness.
Oh!
Sophia just took a huge hit from Deadeye's Montana. Literally, like, what is it, like 28 kilometers? Goodness gracious.
Well, he's abusing Deadeye.
I mean, and spotter plane, but good Lord almighty, that's crazy.
Jeez.
Took about half his HP away.
Yep, but Cross Hero now is starting to farm on Surfei as well.
Yeah, I like Barasius' position. I feel like he's turning in like he's going to move in. I still feel like, can they see him, I wonder? No. They have no eyes on him right now. I almost feel like he needs to move up even further and come in behind the Des Moines. Although if he does that,
yes.
he opens him up to the... Well, the trick is the Shikis back there can cover that angle, right? The Shikishima can punish him for that angle. Another Montana salvo coming in on Sophia. Another good, decent hit, another 5 or 6K. Not a huge one as like the last one was. But you see now, all 3 AR destroyers in the middle of the board. 7 minutes gone as they are about to start flipping B. They're a health disadvantage, let's say, 40, 50K, but they are going to be grabbing B here. Nope, they get the reset. They're going to drive Guerrero off the cap with the Moskva radar. And now, wow, David Kleber is coming all the way to A, Zath. Are you seeing this?
Yep.
Check it out.
I'm just looking at this. So they're rotating him over here because they need to win this side. They need to clear off the Marceau. So they can all start pushing up.
Bruce's Moskva position looking a little less awesome now. He's bow on to the Shiki.
Here's your radar by Manco Pro. The Minotaur is indeed a Manotaur.
Yep, good for him. Shiki shells falling in on Barasius. Solid hit, not amazing.
Yeah, AR is definitely bleeding an awful lot of health across the board.
Yeah, they're now down 100k HP. I mean, I actually kind of like their board position, although I feel like they've expended way too much energy to get this Marceau off the board. Like, if I was that Minotaur, I probably would have just gone after him already. Like, why would you not?
Right.
Yes.
I mean, you'll get slapped by the Montana, but
well, possibly.
Like,
if you time it such that you come peeling out around the corner after the Montana shells are on cooldown, though, it works. And you see, Ledger is going to do exactly the same thing he did last game. They baited the opposing team and is just relocating a bunch of force to A, and they're just going to pull the Marceau out. Now they're going to lose him, I think, this time.
Oh yes.
Last time he escaped.
Kleber's on the backside now.
Last time he escaped on 200 HP, but now with the Kleber on that side of the map with his reload booster popping, well, he might yet make it.
But I think David turned out too early, and he slowed down too early. I think he was expecting him to get that kill right away.
Yeah, they've lost him. Once again, General Ledger sneaks away on lowish HP, but he does sneak away.
Yeah, and that could be another fatal mistake.
Halfway mark of the match. These teams trading very evenly. It's only a 30-point game here. AR definitely down on HP, but not catastrophically so. Not yet.
Mm-hmm. It's too bad Macro popped the radar earlier because then he could have caught Ledger, but obviously that's why Ledger was waiting. He
Yeah.
waited out the Hydro, he waited out the radar. That was his opportunity to go, and he did that.
Manco's doing a really good job of farming Deadeye Abuser's Montana as well. I don't know if you noticed that. But now look what PN look what PN has done. They've kind of goaded 5 AR ships into the A cap. They've finally pulled that off, right? AR finally has the A cap solidly in their control.
Yep.
They've lost B, they've lost C, and now it's kind of like, all right, well, now what do you do? I feel like they're gonna have to spend time, rotate ships back towards B, and see what they can do. And we know that Elusive Payfast Moskva has burned at least 2, if not 3, of his radar, so he can't have much left.
Right.
They are just mercilessly trying to farm Deadeye Abuser right now.
Well, I mean, they got to get him off the board. They got to make some sort of decisive play happening with all these ships over here at A.
I mean, yeah. If you look at the health pools on the sides of the map, on our little team displays, right? PN has 2 ships that are low. That's Deadeye Abuser, and of course General Ledger is very low, but General Ledger can just run around on the B line and never be spotted again. No big deal. AR, of course, has a variety of ships that are at least under threat, depending on how long they get spotted for.
Yep. Summer's Glau came under radar from the Stalingrad, and here comes another radar. This is from Brutasius, I think. Brutasius. So this might be a tenuous position. Here comes the shells.
I feel like Queen Anne's Revenge, Zath, is okay. I was gonna say, let's see what the position here. They're finally moving. Like, you got to get this Yami to the middle of the board, in my opinion. You got to push this Yami up on the south end of B and dare them to do something about it.
Summer's Glau still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Just casually dodging everything.
They see him? They must be. They're still throwing shells. No, they can't see him. They've lost him there.
Nope, they're guessing now.
Yeah,
the radar's over.
Brasius was just guessing. But both...
Oh, they're all guessing. They know how low he is.
Both PN Marceaus are just incredibly low. They're going to they're not dead, but they're effectively out of the game. They're going to have to pull those ships back.
Yep. Brahasius now coming under fire from Accidental Submarine.
Yeah, the Shiki's been after him all game, but the guy I'm worried about on this flank is Rainmaker. His Ohio is just Crocirio is just mercilessly farming this dude. Rain just threw most of that salvo into an island. More of a gunfight here going on at B. Kleber versus Moskva. Grand Eureka's Shima in the cap as the Kleber trying to draw the fire. If AR can flip B, this becomes a very, very interesting game.
Yes.
There's the radar going up from Payfast, the smoke going up from Tilo. He'll have shells on Grand Eureka coming in momentarily. Yep, there they come.
Here they go.
The enemy is about to win.
You know, we are now 13 minutes into this game. Nobody's died yet.
No kills. This has been a very, very solidly played back and forth kind of cap control contest. And I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna sound like I'm ragging on AR a little bit, and I don't mean to because it's tough. But the failure to secure those 2 Marceau kills right now is a huge, huge difference in this game.
Well, and I was actually just going to mention that. That's part of the reason I commented out so long and no deaths. I mean, the ability to convert those kills is crucial.
Yeah. Now they brought Manco's Minotaur to B, Zath. This is going to be interesting because if he gets spotted, Tilo's got a lot of HP, but man, it's going to be a whole lot of mine assault suddenly as that starts to pop off. In fact, Manco's got his
radar's up.
Yep, he's got his radar up right now. They're bound and determined to push Tilo off of that cap for good. They don't really land much damage, but they do succeed in driving him away. AR flips the cap, and as long as they can keep everyone on the board, they will be on track to win this game before it times out. Both teams fighting hard here.
Here comes the smoke from Granny Rika for Mancro.
No, I really like
Man
this.
Yeah, hopefully Manco's got his Hydra going. I don't think he does though.
Can't see a pulse right now.
Yep.
Seems okay.
Ruhasius in trouble now.
Ooh.
Crossero has redeployed his Des Moines, and they are gonna nail this guy.
Depends. Right now, I'm not sure Crossero can get shells over the island. Yes, he can. Ooh,
Yep.
Bruo's got to give him a better angle than that, but even then they can burn him out really easily.
Exactly. Bruhasius trying to kill General Ledger once again, and does not
get him.
Does not make it.
First kill of the game going to PN. That's a decisive kill. That puts them within 2 minutes of a win. Giving up the B cap now no longer matters.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we look at not getting those Marceau kills is a huge factor in this game for AR. They're playing well, but right now they're just not able to convert these kills. And the daring turning around the Kleber, who was going to SeaRaptor.
Yep.
That's bad. They need it. Oh, okay, I see. All right. They're reversing. There's Guerrero onto the C cap. There. That stops all of PN's point gains. So now PN has to make a play or a push or something. They need a kill. A kill might end the game. They push the gearing off, but he can't go far. He's got to get back in there if AR's gonna have a shot.
Yep. Here comes some shots from those near dead Marceaus that are right next to each other for warmth.
Down to the wire here. Rainmakers, Ohio also under a tremendous amount of threat. A single fire might be enough to get him off the board. So far, he has not been. Here comes the Shiki shells.
Yep.
If Ohio goes out, if the Ohio goes out, that's the game. That'll end the game.
Yep.
They know it too. They're all trying to focus him out at this stage. All the shells coming in
from either side.
There it is. That's the game.
And there he goes.
A late comeback by AR can't quite materialize, and PN takes game 1. Really, really close game, Zath.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised at how close it was for so long. It's hard to follow sometimes what's going